Hello and welcome back to University of Middle School. I'm excited for this year. It is school year 2020-2021. It has been an interesting 2020 to say the least. And this has been an interesting type of year so far with virtual learning and everything of that sort. With that being said, so far I have had the pleasure of teaching your children for the first I think about 3-4 weeks, and it has been pretty good so far. So I'm very happy. I'm very proud of every single one of my students so far, and they have done so well with these new types of adversities and new type of skill sets they're going to be learning throughout this year. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be showing you just the basics of what I have going on for this school year, going through a PowerPoint for you guys. If you have any questions, there will be a question and answer at the end of this video showing all my information you can contact me at. So I'm really hoping, I get to meet some of you guys virtually or, just talking with you briefly, whether it's through email or through the phone. So let me switch this presentation over to my screen for the PowerPoint and we'll get things started. Okay, so welcome to Mr. Ruby's 7th grade World Geography / Financial Literacy class. I really enjoy using technology in my class to explain ideas of geography and financial literacies, and I can't wait to show your children how to do the same thing. Utilizing Google Docs, utilizing Google Slides, Google Classroom, podcasts, vlogs, blogs, whatever. I want to be able to incorporate all those into my classroom so that your children have the best learning experience. So let's start with our slide here. Okay, so our first slide, we're looking at a virtual learning schedule. So period 1 all the way down to office hours. So period 1, 8:30 to 9 o'clock is class. Period 2, 9:05 to 9:35 class. Period 3, 9:40 to 10:10. Period 4, 10:13 to 10:55, and that's where 6th grade will have their lunch during period 4. 7th grade, so our students and our children will have period 5 be our lunch. So from 10:55 to 11:40, lunch will be for grade 7. Period 6, where 8th grade will be having their lunch. So period 6 and 7 is where we pick up off for our classes to begin again. And then ending with period 8 and 9 all the way up to 2:10. So for the most part, the end of the school day ends at 2:10 for your child. For my classes, at least, I have classes from 8:30 to 9:35. So period 1, 2. I have 9:40 to 10:55. Then I get the lunch break, same as every other 7th grader. And then pick up 6, 7 from 11:43 to 1 o'clock. Okay, so that's how we have it set up. And then we have office hours from 2:15 to 2:51. My expectations are interesting. Obviously, I have to change it for virtual learning. So students are expected to come to virtual class prepared with notebooks, pens, pencils, homework, and a positive attitude. And that kind of idea does not change even if when we go virtual. Just have the idea of, show effort. Show me you're going to give 110% today, and that's it. Students are expected to participate in online activities and projects. Students are expected to participate in class discussions and ask questions. This is clearly new. There's going to be questions, so I want those students to be able to ask them. Virtual classroom behavior should be 100% respectful. So mainly in the chat or when they're unmuting their microphones or showing face, they need to make sure it's still respectful. So I'll be respectful to them as long as they're respectful to me, which I shouldn't have a problem with at all. Next slide, supply list. So when we go back to school and what we have now, so 1 notebook, pens and pencils, folder, highlighters, and then a Chromebook or a personal device. These things are going to help keep our kids successful, and I want that to be shown here for today. So when we go back to school, whenever that may be, notebooks will be needed, pens and pencils, same thing. The daily agenda, how it gets set up. So I'll have the do now. I'll read some announcements. Give my students about 10 minutes to do a do now, whether it's on a Padlet or it's in the chat box. Then I go into my teacher instruction, which would be a presentation, some videos, whatever it may be. Then we go into independent work, and then we close, and then there will be homework at the end. Now, there will be assignments with every single class that we have virtually. There'll be different due dates, whether it's the end of the week or the end of the following week. So it's kind of a mix. It depends on the type of assignment. Uniform grading policy is changed. Now, this is what it would generally be when we go back to school. But we have tests still. That'll be 20%. So instead of this 25, it would be 20. And we'll have 2 of those. Quizzes would be 30%. We'll have 6 of those. And then this all kind of gets lumped together, and it'll be 40%, and we'll have 8 of those. So it changes for the virtual learning aspect of it all. Class rules: be respectful to each other's thoughts, feelings, ideas, and opinions. We need to be respectful to one another, establish a positive environment for our students. Respect school property, which means the Chromebooks. We need to make sure that they are coming back, not broken, not have keys ripped off, screens destroyed, anything like that. We need to make sure that they are coming back clean, and also they are coming back safe. Come to class prepared to learn with all the necessary materials and supplies. I'll provide a lot of things virtually in the classroom. So every time there's a class discussion or class post, there will be some type of assignment, or there will be the materials needed for that day attached with it. Follow the directions first time given. And just try to observe and follow all the rules as best as possible. It's kind of how it goes. Consequences: verbal warning, call home, detention. Now it's a mix of both virtual and in the classroom. Obviously, I can't really get attention over virtually, but I can call home and get in contact with parents. Try to keep the cell phone, other electronics out of the equation here, just kind of focusing on what we're doing in the class. And both of us, so parents, guardians, and myself and other teachers we're partners in this education. So we want to make sure we have the best experience for your child. And that's the kind of main point here. Where are we studying? We have map skills, geography skills, Earth's physical geography, human and cultural geography. We do current events, United States and Canada. We'll do Latin America, and we'll do Africa. And then last, we finish off with financial literacy and learn how to manage money and how to use that properly. Because that's one thing that has kind of missed the mark as students have graduated through high school. Financial literacy, knowing how to manage one's money, is important for sure. And this is my contact information. So my Google Voice phone number is right there. So teacher's email address is right here, cruby@irvington.k12.nj.us. And then my free period is from 1:05 to 2:10. Okay, so I'm going to leave this up there for a little bit. If you have any questions, give me a call, send an email to this link right here, and I'll be able to get back to you as soon as possible. I update grades daily. I'm doing my best here for you, for your children, for everybody here, and I'm hoping this becomes, less and less, and we become, more in the classroom. I'm not sure when that will happen, but at some point it will, and I can't wait to be a part of your child's learning experience. So hope you guys have a great night. Enjoy the rest of the night, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. So have a great day, guys. Bye.